What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Southern Roots podcast. We have a action-packed, I guess not action-packed, information-packed would be a better way to put it. Episode for you this I was like, what is something's echoing in my ears. But anyways, we have a packed episode for you this week. I don't know that we'll do one next week. I know we in the past have tried to do one, like record one while we're on our camp. Next week, obviously, for those of you who've been around for a while, is our annual Thanksgiving hunt. So we will be all three together in the woods, hunting for a solid week. I know in the past we've tried to record episodes all together, like while we're I guess all sitting in the same area. I'm not sure. Oh, my notes. If we're gonna try to do that again or not. But we haven't even talked about it. I literally just thought about it right now. But we've got a bunch of stuff. We got obviously some updates on getting ready for our Thanksgiving hunt. Shane's got some huge news, as if you clicked on this because of the cover photo. We'll get into that. I got a bow update, and then as always during this time we have our pick'ems, and then the Georgia game reaction, and then I have a little question, maybe a hot take, maybe not a hot take, for the end. So hang around for that too. I haven't even asked them about it, so this is just I don't know. It'll be
as raw as we can get it.
As raw as you can get it.
That's the only thing I could pop in his head.
That was all. God, that was all I could think. That's all I could think of. So anyway,
he was in everything in his power not to say it.
I was trying. But before we get into all that, Seth, you want to plug the social medias real quick?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and Instagram. You'll go like, follow, subscribe, give us some interaction. It'll be greatly appreciated.
That is right. So with all of that, do y'all want to just go ahead and start with your big news, Shane, or y'all want to go with what y'all want to go with?
Yeah, we can start with that. So, like the title said, we are moving. But maybe not till the beginning of the year.
Not us. Not us.
Yeah, me.
But us too.
And my house. Yeah, I'm right here, dog.
Yeah.
Well, I'm moving to you.
Oh, y'all are moving in together. Nice.
Pretty about as close as you could. It's about as close as you can get without actually living together.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are so my birthday was on Tuesday, and my house got delivered on Tuesday. So, don't know if that birthday present will ever get topped. Probably not. That's the
day you pay it off. That'll be
I had to pay it off on my birthday.
It should be close.
So, this came, coming on my, so it was supposed to, it was supposed to be the day before my birthday, and then it came right on my birthday. So that was you're so immature.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
But anyways, yeah, they actually called me last week, said, hey, we have to move it back a day. It'll now be the 18th for it to get delivered. And so, of course, I took the day off, according to the day off, so we could go out there, hang out around out there until the house got delivered. That was really fun to watch. Like, the anticipation too of just sitting out there all day. Like, we were fiddling around doing other stuff, but just knowing that, where I'm about to be living forever is on its way. That was a really cool feeling. And then, of course, watching it pull down the driveway was a surreal emotional moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine so.
So like that's a feeling that you probably only get to feel one time in your whole life.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
It was like we talked about a little bit when you were saying that when we were out there on your birthday. That's something that we don't have to get into all kind of details, but like that's something that you were expecting, like a 6 to 10 year plan.
Well, that's
Out there.
yeah, that's literally what I told Courtney is I think that's one of the reasons why it was so emotional for me is because this is something I wanted basically since we've had the property. We've submitted since 2020 or 21, I can't remember exactly when. And then of course had some stuff happen. I was like, this may not happen for like another 10 years. And so for it to be happening as quickly as it has, that was to see it all come together.
Yeah.
I mean, because just like y'all know, there was a lot of work to even get to this point. A whole lot of frustration to get to this point. So to see it finally pulling down the property was like a lot of excitement, a lot of relief, and it was a little overwhelming in the moment for sure. So, but then that moment was quickly done away with whenever that jerk went to go pull into the field, and immediately the truck just bottomed out. And I'm like, this is about to be fun. I feel like whenever the guys that are pulling your house in there like, hey, do you have a tractor? Things probably aren't going so great at that moment.
Aren't quite going like they thought.
Yeah.
So it was so fun to watch and not have to be stressed out. And it was just hilarious the whole time.
I can't believe you didn't record any of it. That's crazy.
It's probably
just laughing at Courtney because she's about to be sick to her stomach. She's like, I can't look. I can't. This hurt my stomach.
The good thing is anything that happens between when it moved from the manufacturer to when it's set up on your property, it's going to get fixed one way or another. Like,
oh yeah.
Is it what you want to happen? No, but
yeah. Well, so the guy asked me, he's like, hey, do you got a tractor? I was like, this is not ideal. So I run up there, get Seth to drive me up there. I get the tractor, and he's got a skid steer. And we don't have the biggest tractor, so it's got to get babied. And so whenever I hook up to him, because he just needed pressure on the back end of that skid steer to make sure he could keep traction, because it just kept trying to tilt up. And so he hooked me up, and I got it tight, and I'm in first gear and low. So that tractor goes all of 1.5 miles, 2 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got tension and that brought the back end of that skid steer down, Buddy started rolling. I can only go so fast because you ain't shifting gears on the fly anyways. So I'm just sitting there just creeping it. He's coming. And like, dude, and and finally his guy was like, hey, you got to stop. Because he got within, I don't know, just probably, 12 inches at the most of the.
Yeah, that was honestly probably the funniest part, because
I'm trying to
eternally freaking out. You can tell, because he's like, you can't go no faster.
And the guy can't hear because he's got like an AirPod in, and then his skid steer screaming, the tractor screaming, and he has no way to really be able to turn around and see. He's just backing up, and so I started panicking. His guy finally stopped him. He's like, hey, he's going slow. I'm like, dude, I have to. Like, this isn't a big tractor. It 100% has to be, especially because all that stuff just got tilted up. It has to be in low. It has to be in first if I want to put any type of pressure on it.
Yeah.
And so then, of course, he had to stop. Then I had to bump him again. And then I was probably able just to get out of his way, and he was able to get it in place. But that was a very chaotic 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the guy the guy comes to me afterwards. He goes, well, this next one, he goes, it's a whole lot easier if I push it instead of pull it. So I'm just going to push the other one. Dude, he had the other one sitting all of like, what, 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah, it was very quick.
So I was like, why didn't you just push the other one to begin with?
That's crazy. Yeah. Like, well, let's do things the easy way here.
Yeah.
Or we don't have to
Well, yeah,
involve
so-
the customer's equipment.
I think they thought that the semi would be able to get it there.
Yeah, and then it didn't.
So, and it got like, I wouldn't even say halfway, but it got close far enough to where there was no point in like turning it all around and
Yeah.
pushing it with the skid.
He came in first with the backside of it.
Yeah.
That was
Was it the backside?
that was the one he had to pull.
No. Yeah, it was the backside. Yeah, the backside he came in first. He pulled that one in. But then the other one they hooked up. He hooked up to it out there on the we're talking putting the driveway on the backside, and he just pushed it in. I mean, that was a breeze.
Probably didn't help with those huge ditches out there either.
No, that definitely helped things. But like I said, when he pushed it, it was no problem.
Mm.
So he pushed it in place, and then they were there for all of what, 45 minutes?
Yeah. After that, they were pretty much, they were done. Like it was quick.
Oh, that was it? Like, they left and that was all that happened?
That was all that happened that day. And so then, of course, we walked in as much of it as we could. And then you were there whenever I found that window.
Yeah.
That was open, and we were able to walk in the other half of it. And then yesterday, I met with the power company to see how we're going to run power to the house. And then they came and put the trailer together. So last night we were able to actually walk in it with it all put together. So we were able to walk through it. This is the first time in 2 months that we've been able to see it put together.
Yeah.
So we're able to walk in the master bath, which we couldn't see at all on Tuesday. We were able to see yesterday. And I was able to show mom and dad. Seth and Brittany were able to walk through it. So, and then
Today? Or yesterday?
yeah, today or yesterday. And then today I got so me and Seth yesterday set up what's it called? The electrical service or the service panel.
Yeah.
We set that up yesterday, and then the electrician came out today and ran power from the panel to inside the house. And all I have to do now is get the septic, which is scheduled for the first week of December, once we get back from Tuckahoe. The power, which I'm not sure when that's scheduled for yet. I should be finding that out. I don't know if I'll find that out tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to be gone all week, so. But I'm hoping within the first couple weeks of December, that'll be done. Then they got to do the porches, the skirting, and the inside. And then should we pretty much be ready to move in.
In the water.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I got to run water lines and power from the well to the house. And then, of course, I'm installing the AC. So all in all, we have about 7 days worth of work that's got to get done over there. Just get it all scheduled.
Yeah. Well, the good
Then we
thing
can move in.
your part can be done in a day and a half at the most.
Yeah.
That pipe stuff ain't gonna be hard at all.
No.
We pretty much just lay it all the way out, glue it all together, trench it, put it in the hole, and cover it back up, and connect it at the well, connect it at the house.
Yeah, and they put a little shut off valve and all that stuff for me, so it's literally just pop it on there.
Yep.
It's just good.
You have to run power from the panel box in the house to the well, or from the other
No.
side.
The other one.
Yeah.
It goes to the outside.
Yeah.
That's a little long.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of wire, but
I mean, he could run it from the inside if he wanted to. I mean, he's got another spot, but I don't know how easy it would be to get in that box.
yeah, I'm just gonna run it from the outside. From the outside panel. Because the way I got it, so I have the meter and then I have 2 panels outside
Mm-hmm.
as well. So I have plenty of space and way more space outside than I do inside. So I'd rather use up the outside stuff before I take up all the inside.
Yeah. I heard that. That's exciting. It's been like pretty much since your birthday, it's been hit the ground running since then with it.
Even Monday was busy. It was just busy for other stuff. But yeah, from Tuesday on, except for today, I haven't seen my house in daylight. I leave as the sun's coming up. Like we leave at 6:30 in the morning. I go and drop the kids off down there at their Papa and Gigi's to get on the school bus, and then I haven't been back home until like I think the earliest I've gotten back home, not counting today, was 8:30.
I heard that. That's never I mean it's fun, but it's a sucks that is worth it. Does that make sense? Like it's like a
Oh, so the problem is not how late I'm getting home. It's the fact that I'm having to leave the house I want to be in Compton.
yeah, and then
To come back, come back just to be right back there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, the past 2 days I've had to meet somebody there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
it's been cold enough, brother. Just pop you a cot out there and open a window. You'll be good.
You can have said you got me messed up. You think I ain't thought about that?
Boy, Courtney would be mad you slept out.
Oh, she would be so upset.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for her, there is a very solid chance I've done slept in that house. Very solid chance.
awesome.
Hey, it is what it is.
So I've slept in worse conditions. I can promise you that.
I heard that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yep. So that's what's going on here. I mean, it's going to be the Taco Trip's going to have a really good time because it's going to. I get to kind of get away from everything because this week's been chaotic, and then of course we're coming up on Christmas time, which is already chaotic.
Yeah.
And then you throw getting the house ready on top of it, and then potentially moving. I mean, you're talking about an entire. I mean, you see all, which none of us lit up, but all the Christmas stuff we got put up. Like, if that house is ready before Christmas, that's a whole lot of moving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And then of course you got to send Santa Claus the change of address.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I forgot about that.
Do you have to do that for it?
Oh, when your kids are a certain age, you do.
Why would you? I mean, this is just me. I would just say Santa knows where you live. Like he doesn't have to know your address.
I'm more so talking about transport and everything. That's already hidden in close proximity.
Yeah, okay. That I get. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That part. I thought you meant like you actually have to
transport
like them to write letters to Santa saying that they're moving. Like, no, you
the change of Santa's just simply the stuff that's just
like up the road, or like in y'all's closets, or like stuff like that.
And have to do that with kids that are going to be
in
all over the place, in everything.
Yeah,
but they're excited. Like they always see pictures in the house.
I'm gonna say they out there.
They've never seen the house in person. Period. Even when me and Courtney went and looked at it, they did not get to see the house. They weren't with us. They were in school. It was kind of like a spur of the moment. Like we saw it online.
Yeah.
We called them like, hey, we want to go look at this. And so, because in our price range, and then we were looking for a 4-bedroom with like a 5th bedroom option.
Yeah.
And so those were limited, obviously. And so when we saw it, I was like, we need to go look at that. And so we went and looked at it. The kids were in school. And so they're all excited because their first time being able to see it at all is going to be this weekend.
Yeah.
They going out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to be able to see, because, we already told them, it's a 4-bedroom. We got a living room in the den. And so we already told them, like, they have their own designated, like, living room den area that I'm going to have their TV, their Nintendo Switch set up in and all that stuff. So
yeah,
if they want to watch TV, they can pretty much do what they want in there and not have to watch TV in our living room and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
So they're super excited about that because they already all pile up in one bedroom on the weekends, every Friday and Saturday night. They pile up in one bedroom and they hang out, watch TV, all that stuff, and go to sleep. Like Colton pulls his mattress into Raylan's room. Raylan and Adela share the bed. Colton's on a mattress on the floor. They hang out, watch TV, all that nonsense.
Yeah.
So now they're excited to have like a sleepover in their den. So they'll be able to see their room, see the den, all that stuff for the first time this weekend.
That's awesome. I'm sure that's going to be exciting for them for sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
heck yeah. It's exciting. And I'm not even the one moving or getting the house.
yeah, I'm just
I think it's exciting.
This will be the closest me and Shay's been friends for what, 8 years, 9? How old's Raylan?
Raylan is 8, should be 9 in March.
So we've been friends for dang near
Going on 9 years.
Going on 9 years. This will be the closest we lived to each other the whole time.
Yeah, and we both moved.
We both have moved, yes.
Yep.
And every time we have moved, it's always been like exactly an hour driveway to driveway.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Didn't matter where we moved.
Yeah.
It's been an hour driveway to driveway.
Yeah.
So when I lived in Eden to get to his house in the middle of Statesboro, that was an hour driveway to driveway. And I bought my house in Springfield. He bought his house where he's at, hour driveway to driveway. I moved over here to Bloomingdale, hour driveway to driveway.
Which is crazy because like Springfield to where you're at now is like 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Apparently it's a 30-minute straight line.
Yeah. From my house. Like it is on the line of the hour radius circle from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, and when I say exactly, I mean, it's exactly an hour. Yeah. If I was leave here at 10:23, I'd be at his house at 11:23.
Yep. Yeah, which is crazy. So, but, yeah, that's awesome. Which you said something about it, talking about getting a little break. I don't know how much of a break it is when we go. I swear it seems like
it's more of a mental break. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We are headed to, like I said at the beginning, we're headed to our annual hunting trip. This year was, I think, 8 years. I think I went the first year we started becoming friends. So this is the 8th time I went, I believe. Which is...
That's wild to think, ain't it?
Yeah. No.
It's at least been 7, ain't it?
I don't remember. It's been a while. I know that. So, but we're headed out to Tuckahoe for Thanksgiving week. Doing some, what's it called? Hunting.
Yeah, I just went grocery shopping for that.
Yep. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow.
I'll be going probably Sunday.
So me and Shane are getting out there Sunday. We're gonna go ahead and get everything. You can't actually hunt out there until Tuesday. But we're gonna go ahead and get the camper set up, stay out there Sunday evening, do some scouting Monday, and then we'll hunt Tuesday, and from then on. But yeah, it's
Tuesday. If where we gonna look at is what I think it is, we might try to do. I don't know if I could pull off an all-day sit, but it might be a good 5-6 hours.
At that point, why not just sit the next 2 hours?
But from shooting light, 5 to 6 hours is lunchtime.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true. So you'd have another 4+ hours to sit.
That's a long time.
That's
I'm talking about almost sitting 12 hours in a stand.
I don't know about
that.
That's a long time.
The longest I've sat in my saddle so far, I think me and Seth sat for 4.5 hours.
Something like that. It was a while.
so long as I've sat in the saddle. I think the longest I've ever successfully sat has been like 5 hours.
We sat that one time in it was opening rifle a couple years ago when you almost shot that button buck.
That was last year.
That was last year. We sat for a long time.
That was last year.
But that sit went easy because there was something happening, it seemed like the whole time.
Yeah, I will say whenever there's stuff happening, the sit goes by so fast.
And we were sitting in a box stand with freaking office chairs.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's not
like-
how I see it sit.
not
Like a timer or a
like in a saddle.
saddle.
Yeah.
Which now I was like, when I sat that 4.5 hours of set, that was only my third time climbing a saddle or using a saddle.
I think
I think it was only my third time using a saddle. The last 2 times I have set up my saddle, I sat for like 2.5 hours and I was perfect. Like I could have went for, I feel like easily another 3-4 hours. Like I was solid. I had to set up perfect.
That's good. I had to climb a tree today at work, and I was standing, and I was like, man, if I had my platform, this would be so nice right now. Oh, but yeah, we're it's exciting. It's always this week is literally looked forward to. I think for all of us, pretty much every year.
Oh, for
This
sure.
is one of my favorite times of. I think this week is probably my favorite week of the year.
Yeah.
You just get to, like, physically, it's not a break physically by no means, but mentally, it is a much needed break when you go a full year of just life in general, and then you get out there, you have piss poor cell phone service, so communication is slim to none. I mean, there could be a whole war that gets started and we'll barely hear about it until we go to eat lunch on Thanksgiving. And it's just you and your buddies. You have campfires, you go and hunt, you tell stories. And that's
It's deer camp. That's what it is for us.
yeah. And it's a week long, and the biggest thing is the very little cell phone usage. Like,
Yeah.
when you don't realize how much you get on your phone and just doom scroll, right? And you take in all this just nonsense that's going on in the world, and you're like, you get out there and you realize that's all. It just distracts you from other stuff that's much more important.
Yeah.
You kind of get to, get a grip back on reality and life and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I would recommend for just about anybody, if you have, and not even, it doesn't even have to hunt. Like, if you have the opportunity or even think about just getting away from just, I guess, society, like, would be the best way to put it. Like, just your
Unplug.
yeah, just completely unplug yourself from just
Even
the
if it's for
world.
just a couple of days.
Yeah, just a weekend.
Just do it.
You'll be surprised of how much better, like, mentally rested you'll feel when you get back, because it's just, you don't have anything to do. You don't have, and there's no, I mean, granted, we're going out there and hunting, yeah, like, so we have certain times we have to get up and stuff like that, but, like, even that too, like, wow, if it's not like we have to do that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's
have
one
to
where we
wake-
decided
I
not
have to wake up and go to work. You know what I mean? I have no choice.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. No, you're right.
Like,
I don't have to get up and go hunt if I don't want to.
right.
If I just want to wait, sleep in, cook some breakfast, and wait for y'all to get back, I can do that if I want.
Right. So, like, there's no, like, nothing pressing you out there. So it's like, just, you can do what you want, really. Like, as far as, like, there's no schedule. Like, life is all about schedules, it seems. and it's always a good thing.
Oh,
to just get away from.
Be up at this time, be here at this time, do this at this time, and out there, that's just not a thing. All that stuff just fades away, and you forget how peaceful things can be. And honestly, like even if you just for a couple hours a day or for an hour a day decided I'm not touching my cell phone or my computer or my TV, or I'm gonna go outside with my family with no electronics, just outside with the kids and all that stuff, you'll be amazed at what that will do for you, like
Oh yeah.
on a daily basis. That's because I am guilty of it. I will get on there, I will get on Facebook, and I will scroll reel after reel after reel after reel, and then I'm like, what am I? Here it is, been an hour. I'm like, what in the world am I doing?
Yeah.
And so I've been trying to make it a point to get outside more with the kids and make sure they're outside running around, playing on trampoline and all that stuff. And then, like, once we move out there, it'll be a whole lot easier because then you go on a buggy ride or,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we got cows to feed. You go run around with the dogs. Like, it becomes a whole lot easier when you don't have,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like a neighborhood environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Grayson, appreciate all the gifts, brother. I don't know what they are, but one of them says goat. I see that, but other ones I can't see. Appreciate them for sure. Also, thanks for joining. But yeah, it's a you'd be amazed. Like, that's all I can really say about it. You'd be amazed of how simple you can make life and be completely happy.
That's so facts.
Oh, once you get rid of the social media aspect of stuff, people become social happy because everybody wants to do this whole keeping up with the Joneses stuff, and it is so easy to get caught up in that. But what nobody ever thinks about is how many times, even us, when we post social media, like I only post the good stuff. I only post what I want, which I don't ever post social media, but I'm not gonna post what I want you to see.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna post the bad stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
And the people that do, what does everybody say? I wish they quit posting all that crap.
yeah, like nobody wants to hear about your problems.
Like nobody cares. Like, what are we doing?
Dude, that is so true. The amount of times it's like everybody talks about, like, social media is just everybody's highlight reel, right? You only see the good stuff. But the second somebody's like, I'm gonna be real for a minute and I'm gonna post something bad, you're like, get that crap out of here. Nobody wants to see that junk.
If somebody does it every now and then, that's one thing. I'm talking to people that, like, every time they post, it's like, woe is me.
Yeah.
That's like, here we go. It's like, there's a couple people on my Facebook I know, every time I see their name, I'm like, oh yeah,
Here we go.
here we go.
Here we go.
And I'm guilty of this too. While I see those posts and I'll see 130 comments, I'm like, open it up, all comments, and I'll start reading.
Oh, start reading. Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Dude,
Not like
the amount of
Especially like whenever I played softball on all the softball pages.
Oh, dude, those things got
Dude, that was insane.
they start. I mean, they'd have some people wanting to just disappear.
Yeah.
On them softball things, but yeah, they yeah. That's that can be a story for another day. That could go for a long time.
Yeah.
Which I'm sitting here fiddling with my field tip.
Yeah.
And so I got a bow update for y'all. I got it back.
Oddly,
So
took long enough.
dude, it was rough for a while.
We thought we might have to give you backup whenever you went up there.
Yeah. Well, dude, I caught so I mean, y'all know, but like for the listeners who may not know, or people who are in the live that may not know, we've Bo, like Matthews, Hoyt, everybody just dropped their new stuff, right? Last week, beginning of last.
Yeah. So yeah, Matthews and Hoyt dropped like on the 12th, 13th, something like that. Darton and a couple of other people dropped like 2 weeks before that, a week before that.
Yeah, so like everybody's pretty much dropped their stuff within the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or month or so. So I'm over here pressing buttons. So I bought my bow, and then it's been giving me issues. Obviously, everybody kind of, if you've been listening for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know that I bought a bow, and then it's been nothing pretty much but issues since. I take it back to the bow shop, and come to find out one of the mods is broke on it, which is what affects your draw length. And it broke and caused the screw to strip out the cam where it's supposed to screw into the like draw length thing. Well, they had to do a warranty and order a part. Well, the guy told me that was a Thursday. That was not last Thursday, the Thursday before. So today would have been 2 weeks ago when I took it up there. And the guy's like, we should have it tomorrow, Monday at the latest. So I was like, okay, cool. Called him Wednesday of last week. No clue. We don't know, man. It ain't showed up. Well, then I go to call, was it Friday? I tried calling on Friday, and they didn't answer.
Yeah, I think you told us they were closed on Friday.
Yeah,
right?
They were closed on Friday. I was like, that's weird. Well, I didn't go up there. Like, it said on Google that they were closed on Friday. I was like, that's strange. And then Saturday, I was going to call. I tried to call them while I was out there at your house, Seth. And it went into voicemail, and I'm like, what the heck? So I checked again, and it said they were closed again. And I'm like, these jokers are only open 4 days a week? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm trying to get a bow fix that I ain't even had for a month, but in the time I have had it, ain't been nothing but problems. Like, I'm trying to get this baby back and right. Like, what the heck? And so then it was Monday. I had to go look at a job that was like a mile up the road from the bow shop. So I was like, bump it. I'm gonna ride over there. I'm just gonna pop in. I called 4 or 5 times, never answered. I'm not gonna lie, I got to the point where I thought they were seeing my number and dodging my phone call. Like I'm serious. I was like, what the heck is
It's like they got it out for.
Yeah, I was like, bro. So I called Mom. I was like, hey, I need you to call up there and just ask if they sell any kind of left-handed bows. She's like, you have one? I said, I know that. I'm just trying to see. I'm just giving you a question to ask that's bow related, that you're not just calling to say, hey, are you open? You know what I mean? Because like, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, well, and on Google, it showed they were open, correct?
Yeah, it said they were open on Google. So I was like, okay. Well, she called. She's like, they didn't answer either. I was like, okay, well, at least I'm not just avoiding my phone calls. So I was like, I didn't
that.
I was like, I'm right up the road, so I'm gonna go.
And had like a crazy ex.
Brother, I was tripping, dog. I wanted my bow back. And so I went up there, and there's nobody in the parking lot. No lights are on. I'm like, these jokers are closed again? Like, no, they're always closed on Monday. This was Tuesday that I did this.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
So,
they are Mondays.
Sorry. So it was Tuesday that I did this. But I went up there, and I'm like, yeah, because I went right before I went out to y'all's house. And there's a sign on the door that says we'll be closed from like the 14th through the 18th, testing out the new gear that just dropped. And I'm thinking, you close your whole store down? Like, you don't have anybody that you didn't take on. I get it. They are a family business. Like it's his dad. It's a dad, a son, and like another young guy that works in there. And they have 2 other young guys that work in there that are not related. But So I was like, what the heck, bro? This is ridiculous. Well, anyways,
You feel like that would be the time that they're like people are waiting for that stuff to drop so they can go and buy it. You would think that you would test it while being open.
yeah. Well, they went on a hunt. Like apparently they went up to Kentucky, and like went on a.
So they were field testing it.
Yes.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
I thought they were like just back there testing all the. Why would you not do that while you're open?
Yeah. That's
Field testing is a little different.
Yeah.
They still.
Yeah, they were field testing it. They went on a hunt. But so eventually, Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Yeah, today. So yesterday, I called up there at like, dude, I was counting like the amount of times I looked at my watch to see if it was 10 o'clock yet was sickening. Like, there was a couple times I looked at it like 3 minutes apart from each other. And it was like 9:20. And I only say that because I remember looking at 9:20 and then remember looking again, thinking about calling them at 9:23. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm like, Andy, what are you doing, brother? Like, they're clearly not they're clearly,
Just say it's a drug, bro. He's like,
dude, I
need it.
Get it more than those little left-handed bows.
Dude, I was tripping. So, and then something happened and I wasn't able to call him until like 10:45 or something like that. So I finally called him, talked to the guy. He remembers, and he's like, I'm gonna send somebody out to the mailbox right now, see if it's in the mail. I don't see it up here. And then he said, he's like, nah, it still ain't come in. He's like, let me call them because I don't understand why it's not here yet. Yada, yada, yada. UPS, USPS stuff, like all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, so he gets off the phone. Well, then about an hour later, he calls me back and was like, hey man, it's ready. We, some of the ladies that were here over the weekend, it was in the mail and they brought it in and I didn't see it on the counter. So, but it's on.
I bet you for that hour that he did not respond to you, that he was checking on you, you're probably like, this guy right here is full of crap. He's not actually checking on this.
Do what now?
So you said it took him an hour before he called you back to let you know, because he said that he's going to call you right back to let you know after he checked on it.
Yeah.
For that hour, you're probably like, when is this guy going to call me back?
I actually didn't think about it.
And that's surprising, because that's when I would have got really impatient. Like, it doesn't take that long to call you, USPS to find out.
There was a lot. There was a lot to happen Wednesday morning. At work. I could tell you all that later, but I'll put it to you like this: a guy started working Monday, and he no longer works with us as of Wednesday. So,
oh boy,
yeah. But it was, and then they're like, I get up there and they're like, well, let's go ahead and, tune it, make sure everything's good on it, make sure it's when you leave, it's right. I was like, all right. So I'm shooting it. Buddy, it takes an hour for them to figure it out. And they finally figure it out. Apparently on the Bears, he's like, they don't understand why it's like this. But on some Bears, when it's doing one thing, you're supposed to do something, obviously, right? Like if it's got a low tear, you're supposed to adjust the rest something. I don't know, like the technical side of that. But when it's got a low tear, you're supposed to adjust something up or down, right? Or if it's got a high tear, obviously you do the opposite or whatever that is. Well, it had a high tear, and he was like, I can't move this any further, and it's not changed. Like it shot the same thing for dang near a solid hour. Like it would not adjust. Like nothing they did changed it. They untied and retied my D loop 15 times, it seemed like. I mean, it was just like they were I had every guy in that bow shop looking at my bow, trying to figure it out.
Hey.
I'm like, my God, brother, this bow is a piece of junk. Is what you have sold me is a piece of junk. Like this thing is a paperweight. Like that's all it's good for. But eventually they do. The one guy's like, the guy's son. He's like, just do the opposite of it. Like I don't know why. Like let's just see if we can get something to get it to change. So they just drastically go the other way. And it makes the thing the opposite. And they're like, oh, okay, hold on. So then they adjust it a little bit more, and then they finally get it. I mean, shoots a perfect bullet hole. So I was like, that's it? They're like, yeah, well, you're good now. I was like, that's great.
That was fast.
Freaking brother, this took a long time to get.
Y'all couldn't have tried that 45 minutes ago.
Like, my God. So, which I was getting some serious knock pinch. And I did get him to tie in my peep instead of just
What is knock punch?
like where you knock it on the string.
Lana?
When you pull it back, if your D loop is too close to the, like there should be a little bit of play between the knock and the D loops. Because when you pull it back, instead of it being straight, it obviously like goes into like an angle.
Yeah.
So it will pinch the end of your knock and cause it to,
Gotcha.
it comes loose. It like causes it to do crazy things apparently. So,
yeah.
But yeah. So there's that. But yeah, I got it back. I had to completely resight that joker in. Like I had to take it off the Picatinny and like move it. Like it was, once I got it back, it was way off of like 20 yards. I started at 10 and was hitting at the very bottom. Like I was like, this is, whoa. But I'm not gonna lie though, once I got it in, I shot a pretty good group. Like the groups are consistently tighter versus you would have some groups that would be tight and then some groups are just kind of like, some groups are like this, some groups would be like this. Now they're all kind of like.
So you sent me one group that was every bit of like that.
Yeah. Like some of those groups, like the last group I shot, which is once I had it completely sighted in, I mean, they were like one of my arrows, I watched it, like it kicked at the target because it hit the other arrow. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was on. I mean, it's shooting straight now for sure. I just hope it stays that way.
Yeah, please.
Fingers crossed.
Have you shot it again?
I didn't have time today. When I got home, I was
I wasn't sure if you did that or not.
I did not. I'm hoping to shoot it tomorrow for sure, which I'm bringing it to Tucko, regardless if I hunt with it at all, which I'm
bringing mine too, just to target shoot. I bring my target my bow.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario would just
have something to waste time during the middle of the day instead of just sitting there or taking a nap, or which we might need a nap, or go scout. We can go scout too, but yeah. So there's that. Y'all want to get into some college football stuff now? We're 50 minutes in already.
Oh boy. Are we doing pick-ems first?
Yeah, we can. That's not too long.
Yeah, see what I went last week.
Me too.
I think I made up a little bit of the ground last week.
I think you did.
I think the past 2 weeks I've made up full ground.
I don't think I've done anything good.
I think I made like 2 games last week.
Oh, I also, I don't know if I told y'all, I have started my own subscription to our apparel company.
I need to do that too.
I'm 70-46. I went 5-5 last week. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I gained 2 games only last week.
What are you?
What 4-6?
So I am 3 games behind. I'm 71-49.
Oh. All right.
3-8. Just 2 weeks ago, I was like 6 or 7 games behind.
I know. Y'all talking about you're way out there. You're not gonna have to worry about losing.
Well, there's only 2 weeks left now.
Yeah, this week and next. Right.
Yeah. Correct.
No. There's 3 weeks.
No, 3 weeks left.
They got week
Is there
15 on
Phillies? Okay. Oh, for
conference champions.
I guess so.
All right. Let's.
I didn't think they did that, but maybe so.
I don't think they'd have in the past. Y'all want to blow through these real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Louisville versus SMU at SMU.
I'm going Louisville.
I was going to SMU.
I almost went SMU.
I have SMU.
What's the spread?
3.5.
Spread?
SMU 3.5.
That's a home field thing, I think. I don't know.
Missouri State Bears and Kennesaw State.
So I've never heard of Missouri State Bears in my entire life.
Me neither. I would go with Kennesaw.
I've heard of Kennesaw. That's where I'm going.
They're 6.5 point favorites here. That's what I got. This is gonna be a good game, I think.
Upset alert.
That's what I was just thinking.
Think so?
But Oregon at home, I mean, they're on it. Yeah, I mean, this is a game that you have to keep an eye on. This isn't a
Oh yeah. And it's not like a
Yeah.
crazy
I'm-
upset alert either. Like
yeah. I mean, I'm going Oregon. That I feel like they should win. But if USC does win, it's not gonna be the craziest thing in the world.
yeah, I have
By no means.
Yeah. I have USC.
I don't even know who these next twos are. I'm just going.
Well, we've had Jacksonville State
No.
a couple times this year.
That's where I'm going with, just because I know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Florida International. Crazy.
Panthers.
Eastern Carolina versus the Road Runners.
I think Eastern Carolina was one of the games I got back last week, so I'm gonna go with them again.
They should beat.
It is.
It is.
It is. They actually didn't look too bad, honestly.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we ended up watching the end of that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it. And that was a.
That's what I'm going with as well.
I got them.
So where they playing? I can't even remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. They played Memphis.
Memphis. Yeah.
That's right.
27-31. That's what it was.
So you got
That's it.
Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the South Alabama Jaguars. I'm going with the majority.
I'm going. Well, and one team's 7-3, the other one's 3-7. So I'm going with
I would guess.
Southern Miss.
Yeah.
I'm not picking TCU.
I'm not picking TCU.
TCU versus Houston. I'm going
Houston.
Yeah, Houston, dog.
Give me the
It's
Cougs.
like it. Just so me and Andy are different on one, I'm going TCU.
Okay.
It's a 1.5 point game.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't honestly surprise me.
Have we been the
I didn't
same on all
realize
of them?
that.
I didn't do that. I feel like we have been. Yes. SMU, Kennesaw, Oregon, Jacksonville, East Carolina, Southern
Yep.
Miss. And I just picked TCU.
Yep. That is it.
So where does the upset come this week?
I already picked my
Right
upset.
I think right here.
Good, because I did not want to pick Pitt. I'm going Tech.
Yeah, I got Tech.
But it very well could be. I mean, Tech has been, well, I think we said it last week, they might be looking ahead to Georgia already.
It's possible. We got Tennessee versus the Gators. I'm going Tennessee just because I'm not picking Florida ever.
I'm going Tennessee.
Y'all know what I've been saying all year about Florida.
I don't want to hear that crap.
Yeah, get out of here, bro.
That was a bid in.
Because, except for, who did they beat? They beat,
Texas.
To the beat
Yeah.
Texas.
That was when you
was a
gave
bid
that
in,
whole thing.
Yeah, it was a bid then.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like they have the talent. It's
Oh, they do have the talent.
like they have the dudes on the team to do it. That is a true statement. I still think they're dog water.
I agree, but they just, I mean,
They're just dog water.
yeah.
Just don't have a coach.
BYU and Cincinnati.
I got BYU.
We got BYU.
Oh, wait a minute now. Do I go Cincinnati on this one?
Why in the heck is the Oklahoma game not on here, dog?
I am going to take Cincinnati just because it's another tight game.
I'm about to pull it up here to remember 100%. That's insane. They played Missouri, I think. Yeah.
Bro, they've been tripping with these picks this year. I'm not gonna lie.
So we're only me and you and you're different. We're all different on 3.
I was looking forward to picking the upset there, bro. I was going to pick Missouri.
Oh, after a big win against Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could for sure see that.
You heard it
Whatever.
first. All right. Y'all want to do the Georgia Texas reaction, or y'all want to hear my question?
How long is your question going to take? Because we do both, or is it?
I mean, we can
Kind of
You
go-
were thinking about my reaction.
we can do both, but the question could lead to a conversation that may we'll probably have to stop it. Like all right, we got to end this thing.
I can give you my reaction real quick.
Okay.
Go for it.
I was really glad to see Georgia, the defense, play the way they did. And the onside kick was one of my favorite things Kirby Smart has done. For like no reason.
That was awesome. I ain't gonna lie.
There was no reason to do that in that moment, and that was the nail in the coffin for sure. I mean, they didn't even touch the football in the fourth quarter till there was 8 minutes left or something like that, 9 minutes left.
Yeah, we scored what?
Yeah, we had
Was it
90-something
14?
yards in the fourth quarter. They had 0
Yeah, because they hadn't
because
even
they hadn't touched the ball yet.
Like we were driving down the field, fourth quarter started, we scored, onside kick, recovered, went and scored again, and then Texas got the ball back. It was what was the score? It was
35-10.
no, I'm talking about before we scored. It was 14-10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a game, and then all of a sudden, boom, 14 points go up like that, and Texas is like, dude, we didn't touch the football.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was insane, and it was extremely fun to watch.
It was
Yeah, it
fun
was.
to watch. What you got, Seth?
Nothing really. I was just excited to see us kind of finally put a game together. I do think we were starting to peak. We've kind of talked about that earlier in the season. Like, our offense, it was starting to peak like mid-year. We're like, okay, our offense is like actually looking legit.
Yeah.
And I trust Kirby to fix the defense. And the defense looked really good, honestly.
Yeah.
Defense
Shout out.
looked really good. Yeah.
I want to shout out, what was his name? DeMello Jones?
But
Homie right there.
I want to shout out freaking Mike Bobo.
Dude, that's a good shout.
Some of his play calls, freaking that fourth down play,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was cooked.
Dude,
insane.
nuts on that.
Insane.
It was cooked. If they would have ran the ball like everybody thought,
23 personnel, dude.
yeah.
Freaking 2 running backs, 3 tight ends, and everybody. Oh yeah, they're running this ball right up the middle, and what they do, freaking right out the back, dump it to him, 7 yards, easy first down.
Yep.
Kirby said the
First time we've seen that play this year.
yeah. Kirby said the second one they wasn't even going for it. He said, but they jumped.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to. And then yeah, they jumped.
I mean, he literally said it in a post game. He's like, the second one we wasn't going for. They jumped.
I mean, that's also probably just to rub it in a little bit too. Like we weren't all
sure.
I don't think they were.
That idiot.
Majority of the time, whenever Kirby Smart lines up on fourth down or something like that, he's just trying to draw you off sides. Like you have to be. There's just no way. Like I am chewing that guy out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And he's one of the best players on their defense.
I mean, it's just you've seen it time and time and time again.
Oh, yeah.
With Kirby, like he's been here for 10 years now as a head coach, and you see it time and time again. He just doesn't. At a certain point on the field, with a certain down distance, he's just trying to draw you off.
Yeah. And it works like I would say 30% of the time.
It just shouldn't. It's insane that it works that often.
Yeah, like
It's just
he-
gotta
like
be
a-
clapping so hard.
yeah, it's true. He just clap it too hard.
Still the
Still
dumbest
crazy
thing. Yeah, that's the dumbest
It's
penalty.
not a crazy penalty.
You clap too hard.
What did they call it? They called it a false start on the quarterback, right? And called it a
Yeah.
false start on 14.
Yeah.
But how does a quarterback false start?
And everyone was confused.
Yeah.
Like
They had to
the
get
announcers and all.
It's like-
Like,
I thought he like misset a number or something. Nope.
no,
It was for sure on 14.
that's insane. Yeah, my reaction is pretty much we've played in the last 8 quarters of football, we've played 7, I would think, full quarters of football in a row, I think. We moved the ball fine. Like there was a point obviously in the Texas game that we wasn't scoring every drive.
You're not
It's
gonna
not gonna
That's not even a realistic goal.
Yeah,
That's not realistic.
you're not scoring every possession against Texas. You're just not. Like, and for the ones who are like, oh, we sputtered through the middle of the game, you know, the middle 8 or middle 16 or whatever you want to call it, middle 15, whatever, or 30, middle 30 or middle 8 is how they talk about it. But it's like, calm down. Like, I will say at no point in that game did I ever think like, buddy, we might be in trouble.
Whenever they scored
those
that
time, it was 14.
and it was 10 to, and we hadn't moved the ball in a minute, I was like, this could get tricky. Like if the offense doesn't at least flip the field right here,
Yeah.
this could be a problem. Because they were starting to groove a little bit. Their defense had figured it out. We had to, at the bare minimum, flip the field. We could not go 3. If we go 3 and out right there,
Yeah. Which I
might
even
be
said
crazy.
something, I think, like, I feel like it was right after that. I'm not sure. But I had said something about, like, if when it comes down to it, like, I don't know why, but, like, they're going to get it done. You know what I mean? Like, Georgia's going to, like, this year, they're the team, obviously, except for the one game against Alabama. That's a helmet thing to me, like what's on the side of the helmet thing to me more than
a lot of it for me too is just how much I trust Gunner Stockton. Like
yeah, like the defense is gonna make
he
the
just
play that
doesn't
needs to be
make
made.
mistakes.
The offense, yeah, like I think that this year to me, like maybe it's because we've been in such close games, and they've
all year. Yeah.
like they've just made it happen all year. Like they've made the play when they have to make the play. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't, even when it got 14-10, I was never like, oh crap, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that was my whole.
I still had faith that we were good, but like it was a little uncomfortable because I really do feel like if we go out there, we go 3 and out. They had the momentum. Their offense was moving the ball a little bit, and their defense had pretty much figured it out at that point. We go out there and we go 3 and out. We don't at least flip the field. We're in trouble.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So.
No, but it ended up not mattering. They didn't touch the ball again for another like 10 minutes of game time.
Yeah, no kidding. So, but yeah, so y'all want to hear my question?
Yeah, what's up?
So I'll start this with, Texas is not a bad team, by no means, but definitely not they're not an elite team this year, right? So that's kind of like the only true test that Ohio State has had. Is Ohio State actually really good, or have they just not played anybody?
Or they still not out. Like,
I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they're bad. No, by no means. Like, but
what I'd say is we don't really know if
they are.
eye test wise, yes. We won't know until the playoffs.
So this is my argument. Right now, they have in what are we 11? We're in week 12 of football. They have played currently ranked Texas, currently ranked number 16. Grambling State, not ranked. Ohio, not ranked. Washington, not ranked. Minnesota, not ranked. Illinois, not ranked. Wisconsin, not ranked. Penn State, not ranked. Purdue, not ranked. UCLA, not ranked. And they have Rutgers this year and Michigan, who is at 18 in 2 weeks. Like, I mean, they're not playing like these teams are booty cheeks. Like, Illinois is not bad.
Illinois is actually ranked.
Who?
Illinois. They're ranked 21 right now.
Okay.
But I thought they were ranked, so I wanted to look.
Yeah. This.
But that's the only.
But that's fine. Like, still, okay. You're talking about 21 to 25.
Yeah.
But I mean, for argument purposes, 2 ranked teams currently ranked. And like we've all seen what's happened with Texas. Like, they played that first game of the year. They have went from literally number 1 to not ranked to back to like up to 10 to now 17. Like, Texas is all over the board. Like, so the rest of their schedule is against literal like booty cheek teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should. I feel like if Georgia played this schedule, it would. We wouldn't see a 70-0. That's just not happening. Like, we're not doing that. We're not that kind of team. Like, Kirby's calling them off type deal. But like the rest of this schedule, I feel very confident that Georgia's doing the same exact thing.
Yeah. But then the conversation would be the exact same around Georgia that time. Like, Georgia will be ranked number 1. If you flip-flopped everything, Georgia will be ranked number 1, and everybody having that exact same conversation about Georgia. And like I said, eye test-wise and on paper, yes, they're legit.
Yeah. I'm not.
We will not know until the playoff. Like, but Ohio State is going to be the type of team that they'll be in bad, just doesn't really happen. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying
they
are bad at all. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
they're like 9-3 for sure. But can they line up against Georgia and beat Georgia? Absolutely can. Like, there's not a team that you wouldn't line them up against and say they couldn't win against.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah.
So like, now if they play Georgia 10 times, how many times will they beat Georgia? No idea. Couldn't even begin to tell you. Because like, there's other questions too. Like, is the same Georgia team that we've seen for the past 2 weeks show up? Or do we have, like, the team that we had for majority of the year where you play half of football or something? If you go and spot Ohio State 21 points, but you're not winning that football game.
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Like, if you pick the top 10 team you want, and you line Ohio State up against them. Are you shocked if they win? Absolutely not. Are you shocked if they lose? Absolutely not. Are you shocked if they beat the brakes off of them? Maybe a little bit, but not totally. Are you shocked if they get the brake speed off of them? Yes.
So this is where, like, one of the things is, like, everybody, like, you hear all of the analysts and everybody talking about how, like, you have Ohio State, and then way down here, you have the rest of college football, like 2 and down. I just don't
heard anybody say that.
Oh, I 100% I've heard it. Like, they say
in fact, all I've heard this week is that All I've heard
Not
week
this
is that
week. All I've heard about
team.
Georgia this week, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I've heard it like last week, past couple weeks, honestly. That, like,
I mean, in fact, I've been hearing people say that Indiana
of everything.
and Texas A&M should be ranked above Ohio State. I've actually heard that argument more than I have that Ohio State is like.
So, how you're feeling about Ohio State, I'm feeling about A&M. Like, are they really this good? Because they've only played the bottom of the SEC.
See, so this is my argument with that, and like people.
But all you can do is play the teams in front of you.
Yeah, I agree, but like the bottom of the SEC is better than the bottom of.
No, I agree with that. But still, it's still like
It's still not ranked teams.
I agree.
Still not
yeah.
great. Yeah, not
Yeah.
great teams. Like, let me see.
I don't know. That's just my thing. Like, I was thinking about it earlier. Like, everybody, I've seen it numerous times where it's just Ohio State and then the rest of college football. Like, they're
I do agree with you that there was a lot of that, like the midway point of the season. But I feel like as the season has gone on, I have actually heard for Ohio State to be ranked number 1. This is probably the least I have personally heard Ohio State talked about as much. Like, I'm constantly hearing about A&M. I'm constantly hearing about Bama. I'm constantly hearing about like freaking Indiana and that Mendoza kid. Now Georgia's entered the thing, and everybody's like, freaking watch out for them. I've been hearing about Notre Dame, and I haven't, the past few weeks, now granted, I haven't been able to listen to as much college football stuff as I normally intake,
yeah.
but the stuff that I do come across, I haven't really been hearing that for the past probably 2-3 weeks.
A&M's in the same boat. They have Notre Dame that they beat, which is ranked number 9. And they have Missouri that they beat, which is ranked number 22. But Auburn not ranked, Mississippi State not ranked, Florida not ranked, Arkansas not ranked, LSU not ranked, South Carolina not ranked. Yeah, UTSA and Utah State, they play Samford this week. They play Texas the week after that. They're in the same boat.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just a thought. I wanted to see what
we
y'all thought
want
about
to
it.
know about Ohio State. We'll find out about Texas A&M before we find out about Ohio State, because who's Ohio State going to play in the conference championship?
Indiana, maybe?
I would assume Indiana.
I guess it will be Indiana. So we're going to find out which one of those teams is a fraud, unless it's a freaking tight game and somebody wins by 3 points. And just like we said it last week about the Clemson LSU game, like, you can go and put Georgia Southern against an equal team and watch them play, and they're playing really good football for them, and you're like, those are 2 good football teams. And then you line them up against Georgia, and they get their tails absolutely handed to them.
Yeah.
So, but like if Indiana goes out there and spanks Ohio State, then Indiana is the truth at that point, or vice versa. If Ohio State goes out there and spanks Indiana, like, they're the truth at that point. Because I do think they're both good football teams, just don't know how good. You line them up against any of the top 10 teams, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they beat him. I wouldn't be surprised either outcome, honestly. Like, it's just because you don't you know a little bit more about Indiana because they've played Oregon, and that's kind of like the next.
Even Oregon got shaky there for a little bit. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they're still 9-1.
like everybody was like, "Oh my God, Oregon looks like them."
Yeah,
And
They did, at the beginning.
they had a couple of games where it's like, buddy, what are y'all doing over there?
Yeah.
And all that matters at the end of the day is the wins and losses and winning the games that you're supposed to win. And
then you're in.
yeah,
You see where the cards fall. That's all you can do.
I agree. I just wanted to get y'all's opinion, like what y'all thought about it. I thought it was interesting.
yeah. I mean, that's a good question because it's really hard to answer. I'll put it this way: I don't want to play them.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that's just because the thought of losing to Ohio State makes me sick.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, I don't want to play Bama again because the thought of like losing. I'm so sick of losing to freaking Bama. It's not even funny.
No, I want to play Bama again, but
I'm so.
I wouldn't mind playing
It's
Ohio
just,
State.
it's
But
just always them, and it pisses me off.
I know. I just want to beat them, but I mean, we can't.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm saying it's so sick that like there's always like I don't know if there's any other team like that. If you said this is who Georgia's playing in the playoffs, I'm like, it's whatever. But those two teams, I just the thought of losing to them and then obviously Florida.
Well, you know, worry about that.
That's sickening.
All right, yeah, not anymore.
On the
than
playoffs. Yeah.
Oh,
Lane Kiffin goes, then
I want to say something about this too, and then we got to get out of here. But do y'all realize that if Georgia don't go to the SEC championship, there's a possibility that they go 6 weeks without playing a single football game?
yeah, it's wild, ain't it?
Black Friday all the way to New Year's Eve would be when they would play next.
Well,
That's I don't know.
As a player, I don't even know if I want that big of a break.
well, the thing is that like the other teams is 5 weeks.
No.
The SEC championship is the season ends and then it's
Yeah.
SEC championship.
So right now, the way it is we would be in the 4 spot. So we would get a first round bye as well.
We would be in the 4. But I don't think we'd be in the 4 spot after championship weekend. Is what I'm saying.
You're saying we would get bumped because
I don't think so.
Well, pull up the rankings. It depends on who wins.
If
There's a good chance you get
if
bumped.
A&M wins, we don't move.
if A&M loses, we just get moved up.
Yeah, and if A&M loses, we move up.
What are the? I gotta pull up the rankings.
Right now, Ohio State and Indiana are 1 and 2. They're going to play each other in the Big Ten. Right now, Texas A&M and Bama would play each other if everything ended today.
Yeah, and Bama's what, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if we don't play in the SEC championship, I think either way, we either stay 4 or go to 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible.
And teams are going to lose, so where they go?
Which I mean, there's still 2 more weeks of football.
Yeah, no, I'm just this is all like if it ends today, like there is a possibility if it stays the same that we get SEC championship weekend off and then 4 weeks
I'll be honest with you.
and a bye of the college football playoffs.
Do you know how big it would be for Georgia to be able to get healthy for 6 weeks and be able to focus on we're going to play one of these 2 teams?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I just don't know. Like, that's a long time to be out of game rhythm type stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it's an extra week or 2 than the team we're going to be playing? Potentially. Maybe only 1 extra week.
yeah.
It's not like we're taking a 6-week break and these other teams are running the gauntlet. Yeah. And the good thing is, like, you've heard the Georgia guys say that a lot of times practice is worse than these games.
Yeah, that is true.
And then Kirby Smart, if he has 6 weeks to focus on just 2 teams, and you start getting some of these guys back healthy, they're doing their rehab and all that, because you know they're going to be throwing everything at the guys that are dinged up and nicked up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
A freaking healthy Georgia team that has just focused on 2 teams and watched every piece of film, that could be dangerous. Now, obviously, it could be the opposite. Like, they go out there and they are just cold on offense or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that affects the offense more than it does the defense.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could possibly go out there. Like, we're starting to catch fire with our offense. Like, how long can you keep that game fire moving if you're not playing in games? Is my, like,
Yeah.
with the offense.
really just depend on
Defense is
Brad
not
point.
like not a big of deal, but so I don't know. Something to think about. Thought it was kind of neat. I saw that too. I was like, dang, that's crazy. That's a long time.
You know what I'm excited about is that I'll be watching the playoffs, and I'm going to walk from Seth's house to my house. That hour drive at midnight will be no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're doing something out there for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That's the plan. It's I mean, obviously I don't know when I'm gonna get power, so I'm not exactly sure what all that looks like, but yeah.
Oh, well, I can ask you when we get done with this. But y'all good?
Yep. I'm good, but
Yes, sir.
All right, Seth, let's plug that social media real quick before we get up out of here.
yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and an Instagram. You'll go like, follow, subscribe, give us some comments, give us some interaction. It'll be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated.
Yep. With that being said, this has been another episode of the Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Seth.
I'm Shane. Remember, always keep those Southern roots.